Well, I'm really, really excited that you've all managed to come today. Some of you have been before. I know Lisa has been before, Beverly's been before. And for some of you, it's the first time. Who of you is the first time? That's quite a crowd, so that's super exciting. So very warm welcome to the Walk-in Wardrobe. That's a name, come up with a name, because that's how I want you to feel about this room. I know that in London, a lot of us have very small space, wardrobe, very small living space. So you might not have a walk-in wardrobe, you might not have the opportunity to have endless amounts of clothes. But as you walk into this room, I would like you to imagine that all of this is already yours. You can decide whether you're taking it home or not. All I'm asking you to do is to try on first. If it fits, it's yours. So that's our only policy for the walk-in wardrobe. We want you to understand these are pre-loved clothes. We have a very high quality control system that we don't let anything come through that has stains in it, that has holes in it, that looks tatty in any way. So please, if you do find something that slipped through, just let us know. Take me to the side, tell Lorna, and we're more than happy to then take it out. So it generally just slipped through. It's not that we don't care about quality or that we just want to, give you rubbish stuff at all. That, we really take great pride in what we offer. You'll find your changing rooms over there, and there's also fire exit doors through your right at the back, and obviously to the front as well, just for safety reasons. So, then the question is, why are we all here? Not just to get new clothes, but also there was something happening yesterday. Who knows? Louder?
Black Friday!
Louder? Friday! Okay. Now, I want to know, who of you managed to resist it?
Yeah.
Woo!
Wow.
Well done. That's awesome. That's really, really good. And the reason I'm asking, and the reason we have this alternative here today, is that there's so much pollution going on through what we buy and the speed that we're buying it in as well. So it's something known as fast fashion, or Black Friday. We need to be more conscious as consumers. So something that's always staggering to me is that it takes 2,700 litres of water just to make one cotton t-shirt. 2,700 litres of water to make one cotton t-shirt. So when we're looking into our purchases, when we're looking at our wardrobe, when we're deciding on what to put on our skin and which brands to support, it's sometimes just of value to just step back a second and think about the journey that garment has made. Because it hasn't just arrived in the shop and with that, it's just there, out of nothing. A bit like a child that would come into the supermarket and sees a carton of milk. A little 3-year-old, what does he know about that carton of milk? To him, it's just a carton of milk. That's where the story stops. He's not aware of the farmer, the cow, the process, the transportation, everything that comes before it actually arrives at the supermarket. As adults, with food, we're aware it has to come from somewhere, right? But somehow with our clothes, we just arrive and we say, well, yeah, this is it, just follow the stuff. Yeah, great. So being a bit more aware of where some things come from might help us to resist things like Black Friday. It might help us to resist buying into that next trend. It might help us to just appreciate that, oh, this t-shirt here, it might not have a brand name on it, but it fits me, I like the colour, I like the style, and yeah, I will actually let this live on because it took so many resources to make it in the first place. So that's just something I wanted to share with you today. There are a few things that are really exciting about how to make a difference, how to have an alternative to fast fashion. And this is something I found on Instagram. You might have seen it as well. It's the the hierarchy of needs. So this is how we could approach sustainable fashion to make it much easier, to make it less of a pain and less of a mountain, to just be a bit more conscious, just to be a bit more aware. So if we start out with use what you have. Please, ladies, you have wonderful things in your wardrobes. And I know, I work as a personal stylist, I do consultations, I walk into women's houses and I can get a sneak peek into their wardrobes and I know they're fantastic. So use what you have. Then maybe you can borrow from a friend. Is there a special occasion? Is there something, a dress that you put dips on? I do that all the time. I'm terrible. Just the other day, my friend handed me a bag and she says, oh, this is for you. I said, oh, what is it? She says, oh, it's a dress you liked. I don't want it anymore. I said, oh, yes, because you know what? When I saw her wearing it, I said, I like this. When you're finished, can I put dips on it? That's how I get my clothes. And then this is what we're doing today. We're swapping, we're thrifting, we're finding things that others might not like anymore. They say, well, it's not my colour, I've changed size, I've changed styles, I've just moved on in my life, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be selective about what you allow into your wardrobe. Remember, your wardrobe is prime real estate. We don't have a lot of space in there. So whatever you allow into your wardrobe has to earn its keep. It has to be good quality, it has to be able to match, it really has to be able to express you 100%, really fully, so that it's not just a wasted space that could be used by a piece that actually works harder for you. So always remember your wardrobe is prime real estate. My mum makes clothes, I love her for it, I'm sometimes the beneficiary. And then yes, you can also buy from sustainable brands. Just do a little bit more research into where stuff has come from. And that's really what I wanted to share with you briefly before we get started, so that we go into this experience of the walk-in wardrobe just with a slightly wider eyes, just being more conscious of, okay, let's try to reuse, let's try to not discard what's there, but reinvent something. So, well, actually I don't like the sleeves, maybe I can cut the sleeves off. Okay, do that. They're there to be experimented with. I know some of those that visit us as well, they say, well, I'm not sure about this style, but here I can just take it, try it on, see if that style is me. And if it's not, then I bring it back next time. That's great. So you can experiment with fashion, with styling in a much more free and genuine way. And I really hope you all enjoy our try on first, if it fits, it's yours policy. And thank you so much for listening.
Woo!